We've made it to the end, my final list of the top 50 players in the history of Survivor. If you want to understand how I landed on these placements, check out the link in our bio. I've just published a 4-hour podcast explaining every single selection. Between the research on the contestants, the recordings themselves, and the creation of these graphics, this was a 6-month project for me, so it's nice to see it all finally come together. There's too much to cover here in a single video, so I'll focus on the top 10. Tony ranks number 1 for me, and it's not because he's a 2-time winner. Rather, it's the characteristics that Tony presents en route to his 2 victories. I say this on the podcast, but there's Michael Jordan, there's Tom Brady, and there's Tony Vlachos. He's the consensus number 1 for a reason. With that said, the top 3 stands in a tier of their own. I think you could make an argument for either Kim or Parvati as the greatest player of all time. Sarah Lacina ranks at number 4. I see some people downplay Sarah's accomplishments, but we need to keep in mind that she was 1 fire-making challenge, 1 spark away from winning season 40. Cirie Fields ranks at number 6. I think she's the best non-winner of all time by a pretty wide margin. The main knock against Cirie is her weakness in the physical side of the game. She completely lacks that piece in her toolkit, which limits her paths to the end. Earl Cole and Tommy Sheehan rank at numbers 9 and 10. I think they're the 2 best one-time players of Survivor. A lot of people sleep on Tommy because IOI is such a yucky season to watch, but I think Tommy is one of the best social players of all time. He won a season that was based on advantages without ever acquiring an advantage himself. He proved that he could excel from both the top or the bottom. It was enough to earn him a spot here in the top 10. So let me know your thoughts on these rankings. I'm sure everyone will agree with me on this.